Good evening everybody and welcome along to round 2 of the X-90 Championship from RR Leagues. We are at Monza today. Guys, if you're watching in stream, do me a favour, get a little bit of a warning from our bitrate pop-up saying it's a little bit lower than recommended. If you are getting any issues, can you just drop me a message in chat just so I can have a play about with some settings, but it looks all okay this end. But I say if it's unpleasant to watch, please let me know. So here we are, yeah, FR X-90s, what are they? Well, F1 cars from the 90s. Let's get rid of this infographic on the screen. And there you go, don't they look absolutely fantastic? We're currently watching Max Haas, quickest in practice, and currently, in fact, let's have a look at the championship. One race in. I've got it here somewhere. There we go. Oh no, Pavlich. Oh, Max wasn't here. Oh, yes, he was. Look at that. Wow. Okay. So, Radek was the winner of the first race from Watkins Glen in America. Pole position there as well. That's the 110 points. 100 for a win, don't forget. And 10 points for the pole position. Hi, Jack. Just see you in chat. Good to see you with us, mate. Andre Bergsma, not currently in the server, was second last week, or a fortnight ago actually. 90 points for him. Magyar 85. Magyar's been quick here, so watch out for him. Cassell, Britton, Clive Britton, that's Jim Britton, Clive Britton. Max Haas there, who I say currently quickest in practice and stopping on track there. I think he's just warming his tyres up by the looks of it. Yep. Thought the stream had stopped, that was all. Marcel, Simon Fillingham, Nigel Wood. I say only 9 so far in the serve, and I've got a feeling because it's a public holiday throughout most of Europe, and it's been a really nice weekend so far. Weather's been nice. There's a few sunburnt bald heads out there. I'm guessing that's why the numbers are low. That coupled with the fact that actually these cars are really, really difficult to drive. It would help if I actually put the championship up. I'm looking at it, but you can't see it. There we go. Pavlicek 110, Bergsman 90, as I say, Magyar 85, and you can see all the other scores there. Drivers in today, we've got Max Haas, De Grasse, Jim Britton, Gerasimos Cassell, Dusan Magyar, Marcel Lecken, Radek Pavlicek, Mark Schilling, and Simon Fillingham. They're the only 9 we currently have in. Anyone wants to get in, they've got 7 minutes to do so until the end of qualifying, so we'll wait and see what will happen there. But even with 9 cars on track, I'm pretty sure we'll get some action tonight because these things are a beast to drive. So we'll wait and see. So here is Max. I'll say camera's on him because he's been very quick around here at Monza today. Currently quickest with a 1:27.6. Short practice session because these cars are pretty rapid. Comes round parabolic up 9,000ths down, sorry, through the midsection, so all to play for. To give you an idea of the graphics, these cars can run at 3 different compounds of tyres, soft, medium, hard, as Max improves there with a 1:27.6. These are there on quick lap times, aren't they? So they don't get each other's way. So the qualifying is getting the track to themselves so they can hot lap basically without getting each other's way. So the times are genuine and no one can blame traffic. Okay, makes more sense. That's why Radek was stuck in the middle of the track. We should do my research. Hey Martine, how you doing, man? Good to see you in chat as well. So yes, where are we? Compounds. So you can see next to Damien's name there's an S. He's currently qualifying as you would do on the soft tyre. Soft tyre around Monza lasts, according to the drivers, around 3 to 4 laps. So I don't expect that to be used much in race because 5 or 6 minutes in a 1 hour race, not great to come in for a pit stop. Medium will probably be the choice because the hard tyre is just so slow, not so slow because you don't get the speed, but there is literally no grip. It is like driving on concrete, so or concrete on concrete, as Damien starts another lap there. Who can we go? In fact, let's go and have a look at Radek. He's just about to start a lap. Here we go. So yeah, soft, medium and hard. Expect mediums to be used in the race. There's no requirement for 2 different compounds. These cars are from the 90s. So no of those silly use both compound rules. Just chuck the best tyre in you can that you think's best for the conditions, and off you go. Expect a couple of pit stops maybe, or one if they can push the tyres. It is all down to tyre grip and tyre wear here. Surprisingly, it's actually quite difficult despite the temperatures and the lovely sunny weather at Monza, because of the straights and the corners that are few and far between. Really, they are sweeping corners like these. Trying to keep heating the tyres is actually very difficult, and that's another reason why they're not putting the hard on, I should imagine, because they'll be even harder to keep any temperature in. So those medium tyres will be getting a fair old run out today, I should imagine. So Reddick comes down 2/10 down currently. Can he improve on his best time? Looks wide going out there at Parabolica on the green stuff, but that's probably about the quickest route round that corner. As he comes over, doesn't improve, so he stays third. 1:27.6 for Reddick. Jim Britton, however, has popped up into second in that lovely kind of... Oh, for a minute, it looked the Repsol Honda. For a minute, it looked kind of like a Leighton House come Benetton, but no, Repsol sponsored car there for Jim. He's put that in second, just 0.05 off Max Hass's time. Oh, just caught it on the sausage there, threw it off and into the barrier. So nice 180 there from Jim, but that'll be another lap to start. Let's have a look. Mark Schilling. Oh, there's the Leighton House colours. I knew they'd be in there somewhere. Mark currently one of only 2 drivers really for the AM Championship. The other one being, I believe, Dusan Magyar. So those 2 will be fighting it out today for those points. Oh, you can just see, push too hard, and that's what happens. Mark literally trying to find the limit there, and he decided that's enough. Who's on track at the moment? Jim's just about to start another lap. Let's see if he can improve. We've got 1 minute 57 seconds, so we'll just keep an eye where they're going around. Where's Max? Max is just about to start a lap. Jim's just about to start a lap. There's Damien. He's halfway through the lap. And he goes. Quick so far. Does he keep it on the black stuff there? He does. Give you an idea of the speeds. It's going to take Jim Britton to pole position. Sorry, Damien McGrath to pole position. No, it doesn't. Did he? He must have invalidated the lap. That's Damien over and done with. You won't get another lap in there. Radek's also in the pit, so he won't get any further. Here's Max. 2.5 dents down through sector 1. Quick through sector 2. Wow. Okay. Here we go. He wants his pole position back. It's been stolen by Radek. What has Max got in this final sector? Parabolica onto the straight. Has he just lost a little bit of speed there? And as he goes over the line, he improves. He's got pole. Where's Jim? Jim's still on track, but Max just snatches pole there at the end. 1:27.2. 2:39 as opposed to 2:93 from Pavlicek. Nothing in that at all. Jim Britton third. De Grasse fourth. Cassel 5th, Magyar 6th, Lecken 7th, Schilling 8th, and Fillingham down there in 9th position. So they'll just have a quick transition over into the race, get their fuel all sorted out. Be Nice time now to get some admin done. If you haven't liked the video, please, 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 if you can give us a like. I've just seen Martin's made a mess of the qualifying settings, so I don't know what they were supposed to be, but anyway, they have qualified now, and they've all got decent times in, so there we go. Currently in the garage before race start. And there's your pole sitter, Max Haas, stealing it right at the very end there. So here we go. Red lights are on. Green lights away. Does Max get away okay? Bit of wheel spin, but I think he's away. Britton in the Repsol car looks down the inside. Good start from him. This is a view from Mark Schilling as he goes through turn 1. Everyone's through there nice and clean. None more so than Max Haas. He's away and gone. Already a second up over Jim Britton in second. Behind him, Cassell, De Grasse, Pavlicek, poor start. They're down to 5th. Magyar 6th, Lecky 7th. Schilling in 8th, and Simon Fillingham at the back there at 9th. Little practice for Simon today, so that's why he's struggling back there. Normally fairly quick, but he might be struggling today. So Haas leads. Let's go and have a look at the Britton-Cassell battle. This is the view from De Grasse. He's in 4th. So you can see Britton there, just catching the curbs. You'll see a lot of that tonight. These cars are absolute beasts. V8s, V10s, V12s, they're all here. You can see in De Grasse's mirror there, Pavlicek about a second back. But Haas is away at 1.8 out in front from Britton, Cassell, De Grasse here. And you can see those two, good drive off Parabolica, kind of leaving De Grasse behind. So just having a look up the inside there, and also protecting the line for anything that Damien De Grasse wanted to have a look at. Haas, Britton, Cassell. In fact, De Grasse just having a move on Cassell, and he's got it done. De Grasse up to 3rd, Cassell 4th. Just jump on board with Gerasimos Cassell and see what he can do. See there, it's felt in the medium tyre. In fact, I think they are indeed all on the medium tyre. So Haas 2 seconds away. Then this back. Oh, Britton just pushes it out wide of Parabolica there. That's allowed De Grasse to get a little bit closer. Cassell just seems to get a better drive off there. I don't know if that's his car and his setup, but it just seems to get a better drive off Parabolica. He's closing on De Grasse, but he's not going to be able to make any sort of impression on him. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. That's away, then these 3. Pavlicek just there in the background, you can see. Then back to Magyar, Lecken, Fillingham and Schilling after a little instant at the back. And bring us up the rear. Jim really throwing that car around, trying to get the tyres warm, I'm guessing. Certainly seems to have a little bit of understeer. Something that Max Haas is struggling with. 2 seconds, the gap between him and Britton. De Grasse 3rd. there from De Grasse. You can see the front tyres moving all over the place. The cars will be heavy with fuel at this stage, so they'll be like boats to drive. Fast boats, don't get me wrong. Got to run here. Is he going to drop out? Is he going to drop out? Just hasn't got it. Britain protects that inside line. I don't think Damien was ever going to get there anyway, but we'll have some closing speed there. Fastest lap for Haas, 1:31.0. Mind you, Jim Britton 1:31.03, De Grasse 1:31.02. So they're all pretty much within an inch of each other. Oh. De Grasse just struck him with that through Starry. Again, Jim's struggling through Parabolica there, you can see. That's allowed De Grasse to run on him, and he's going to get it done, I should imagine. Sat in the slipstreams, just going to pull out. Jim's protecting the inside line. De Grasse, as soon as he hits, pulls out, he hits a wall of air. And he's going to struggle to overtake that Repsol car by the looks of it, because he had such a run coming out of Parabolica. And he's going to have a look around the outside of Curva Grande, nothing doing there. Britain holding very tight, but then is he going to protect the inside line? No. De Grasse really struggling for speed in that car. Perhaps that's why Britain is struggling so much with the car through Parabolica. His downforce maybe set up for speed rather than for handling. Just looks like Damien can't get close to him at all. So Haas leads 3 seconds. This battle between Britain and De Grasse, second and third. Pavlicek back there in fourth. He's got Cassel right behind him. Presumably Pavlicek has just dispatched Cassel, I guess, as he makes his way back up through the field after that rather drastically bad start. So there's your front five. Haas goes through. De Grasse and Britain and De Grasse. And Pavlicek doing his best to try and catch them. But Cassel's got past Pavlicek down the back straight. That's quick again, that lap of 1:30.4 as he pulls away. From this battle between Britain and De Grasse. 50 minutes to go, 10 minutes into the race. So what is Damien going to have to do here to get past Jim Britton? Is he just going to have to wait for a mistake, given that Jim's car looks quick down the straights but a handful through, especially through Parabolica? Let's have a look what Jim's going to experience as he comes up. So you can see the Grassley's mirrors there. So Jim brakes, pulls in. Gets on the gas nice and early. That's better from Jim this time. So I should keep the TV camera on him more often. And there's a difference. You can see when he gets that corner right, he can pull out half a second or so on De Grasse, although that slipstream down the straight does get De Grasse closer. But while Britain does that, there's no way De Grasse is going to find the pace for him to get past him, I don't think. It all comes down to decent pit stops, as most Formula 1 races do these days. So you can see the gap there that Haas has got over Britain, De Grasse and Pavlicek. Sorry, Cassel, not Pavlicek. Cassel starting to make some ground on De Grasse. Radek really struggling here today. Let's go and have a look what's going on with Radek. Really pushing the boundaries of Parabolica there. You do have to drift out wide to get the best exit speed from there, but perhaps not that wide. Perhaps not that wide. So Lekin in the pits for a stop. He can't have chucked through his tyres already, but I guess he has. Finnegan looks like he's disconnected. Unfortunately, Simon's on 4G, so it's his broadband after his recent house move. Not being fitted, being delayed through whatever reason, but currently trying to work off 4G, and he is struggling with that connection. So unfortunate for Simon. So we're down to 8. And so Lekin still in the pits. So if that was damage. So we go through to start another lap. So Haas, Britain, De Grasse, Cassel. Thanks Haas's last time, just 2 100ths off his quickest lap. So consistent lapping here from Max. Jim not far behind him though. Just 3/10 off him on that last lap. His best so far 130.7. Max a 130.4. And Damien a 130.8. So it's close. Gracinos here at 131 flat, so just losing a couple of tenths, but that can all be given back in a blink of an eye. As Radek behind jumps the chicane I saw there, so why Radek's perhaps struggling. And he's about to fall into the hands of Magyar as well, so Radek's got to be careful here, doesn't fall even further back down the field. Up front though, Max Haas leads the race 4.5 seconds ahead of that battle in the background. You can see Britain and De Grasse. Made a slight mistake there, that's why he's as far as he's behind Max, that's why Damien is closing. You can see Jim just gets on the gas there a little bit quicker than Damien. Perhaps that's why he struggles a little bit out of Parabolica. He struggles for grip. Damien in the slipstream, catching him by the end of the straight, but not going to be enough there for him to make a move. Through 1 and 2, stay off those curbs if you can. Despite Jim getting armfuls of lock there, he still manages to get the power down and away. Cars will be hopefully up to any sort of temperature that they can keep at the moment. Driving through there by both of them. Just keep an eye on that battle. Damien just struggling to keep with Jim. However, Jim's got that car set up. Oh, well, having said that, just saw Damien have a quick look down the inside of Parabolica there. And now down the straight they go. Jim protecting that inside line into turn one. Damien's going to pop out. Where's that going to leave him? This is going to be close. Good driving from both of them. But DeGrasse gets through. Well, there you go. I said Damien will be struggling, but he's managed it. Fair play. I wonder if Jim's tyres are just starting to lose a little bit of grip as he just seems to climb all over Damien so quickly. That Repsol car looking very speedy. Haas 5.7 now in front of DeGrasse and Britton. Jim again. I'll say again, not again. That's the first time he's been behind Damien, of course. You can see the cars wiggling around. Damien knows if Jim gets in the slipstream, that car's got some speed. Is he going to protect the inside line? You can see. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a coming together as DeGrasse loses it at turn 2. I think sportingly he allows Jim Britton past, but look at that, Grassimos Gasell all of a sudden has got an interest in this. That speed trap there is at the end of the straight, just to give you an idea of where they are. So Britton passed DeGrasse after that error at turn 2. They just seem to take too much curve, spinning round, coming together. Let's hope there's no damage to the cars there. So Britton through on DeGrasse. Pavlicek, bloody hell, Cassell all of a sudden now very interested, although Radek behind is also seeing second place not that far away. Rear view from Jim Britton's car. That's a nice peaceful sound, isn't it? Oh. So we get a mouthful of flame for it. Britton, DeGrasse, Cassell. Max out in front now by 11 seconds after that turn 1 incident. So that's Britton, DeGrasse, Gasol, you can see. Pavlicek's in the background, and just coming through the back there is Dusan Magyar onto the back straight. Sorry, onto the front straight. From the top of the Grassimos Cassell's car, you can see Jim Britton that's come for Ascari there. seems so slow. They just want to get the pedal down. But until they get the car facing all four wheels the same way, in an early grade, so making good ground on De Grasse there on the straight towards Parabolica. Fills that throttle beautifully through there. And he's going to get right up behind De Grasse's rear wing as they go down towards the chicane at turn 1 and 2. Oh, it's hitting the limiter. That's why that gearbox just struggling as De Grasse again goes deep into 1. Rescues it through 2 though. You just heard on Cassell's car as he went to the end of the straight. The fastest lap for Max Haas. 1:29.986. First guy in the 1:29s. Good driving from Max. Britain's just pulled out a bit of a gap now. I'll say a bit of a gap, that's 2 seconds. Well, I thought Jim was struggling with his tyres. I wonder now if Damien's struggling with his tyres. They've just gone through that stage of losing a bit of temperature and now they're getting a bit back in it. Back to Cassell. See what he can do against De Grasse. Let's just see if he hits that limiter on this part of the straight. No, he's good there. Picks up the throttle nice and early, very gentle. Caresses that pedal does Gerasimos through there. It's from the Ford GT, I can imagine, back in the day. Let's just listen. Yeah, you can just hear it topping out there as it gets to the end of the straight. De Grasse again. He's living a charmed life, is Damien. He's already had it sideways once through there. And all of a sudden, Pavlicek senses the podium finish. Sorry, I was trying to work out what I was going to say then. What froze. Pixelated Husey. So Max Haas leads Jim Britton by 11.7. De Grasse third with Cassell right behind him in fourth. Pavlicek trying to hang on to their tails in fifth. Not far back to Magyar, 23.8. He is behind the leader Haas, but only about 8 seconds behind this battle here. Schilling in seventh, Lecken eighth, and Fillingham unfortunately a DNF today, leaving us with a rather short field of 8. Again, if you're watching this and you want to get involved, whether it's live or a few days after the event, as you can see we have plenty of places in here. These cars are for the real men though, so if you've been driving around in silhouettes, probably not the best thing, but if you think you've got what it takes, hop on over to rrlegs.com. You'll see there all the details of the championships we've got going at the moment. This being one of the 3, the X-90s. Wednesday we've got the Porsche Cup cars in Assetto Corsa Competizione, round 2 of that championship coming to you on Wednesday. And then next Saturday we have got, of course, the Jewel in the Crown, the Crew Chief Championship, round 2 of that, after what was an excellent round 1 to watch. Literally right down to the wire, that race. So if you haven't watched it, that is available on our YouTube channel. So once you finish watching this, just drop onto our videos from last week. You'll see the Crew Chief Championship there. Jim Britton himself racing in that championship and also trying his hand here in this one. As I said, that's basically because it is for the real men. Fair play to these 9 for turning out today. But the biggest man so far, Max Haas. Although Jim Britton just closing down slightly. Last lap for Jim at 1:30.2. Last lap for Max at 1:30.2. So as into the pits comes De Grasse for his stop. slightly early. 25 minutes he's had on those tyres, but in he comes. That leaves Cassell away with Pavlicek third and fourth. Long pit stop here at Monza. Obviously on the straight those cars are putting, as you saw, 300 odd kilometres per hour while you're stationary. So you don't want to be sat in the pits any longer than absolutely necessary. And 2 stops is really going to be a challenge here. I do wonder if de Grasse has kind of left himself with no option here, but we'll have to see towards the end of the race. So there's Haas out in front. That's not Britain behind him, that's a lap car. This comes around. Will he make it another lap or so? Or is he going to come and change as well? He's through. He's going to go to the 30-minute mark and just equally split his stints. De Grasse still in the pits though. Not a great stop for Damien. I don't know what's going on there. In fact, I know what's going on there. Marcel Lecken in the gravel. Where's that? That's coming out of Parabolica. That would have been a big smash. That would have hurt unless he's just drifted in there. But Marcel struggling today in there, down to 8th. Damien, unfortunately, still in the pits. So that's put pay to any chance he had today. And he intentionally came into the pits as well, so I've got an issue with that car. Whatever it is, de Grasse looks like he's out of the race. So Haas leads, Britain second, Cassell now finds himself promoted to third, Pavlicek fourth, Magyar 5th, Schilling 6th, Lecken 7th, de Grasse still in the pits in 8th, and Fillingham already in the garage and out of the race. Socks and shoes changed, and he's on his helicopter on his way home. I should imagine Max get one more lap. And he'll be in to change his tyres. There's Jim. Just coming through Parabolica. He goes through as well. Oh, Damien out of fuel and the fuel filler broken. Couldn't get any fuel in the car. Hence the reason why Damien is still sat in the pits. He's had a Bottas moment, but with fuel rather than with tyres. He only needed 2 more litres, couldn't get it in. I'm just getting a little bit jerky here. Apologies if this is coming through your end. Hopefully it's just on the stream and the encoding. Oh, as Jim Brink goes sideways there through Lesmo 1. Out through the second Lesmo he goes. So Haas goes through for another lap, as does Jim. You can see Gerasimos, Cassell and Magyar, sorry, and Pavlicek there in the background, trying to keep Jim honest. Oh, Jim gets a bit loose there coming out of turn 2 as he gets the power down. Those tyres really starting to struggle for grip now. His right foot getting heavier, the rubber on his tyres getting narrower. Never the twain shall meet. these commentary books today. Unfortunately, further down the paddock, they've got a Polish party going on, and the music's blaring out from there. And for the young person that would appreciate the music is racing. So that's come through Parabolica. We come in, it's 30 minutes gone. He continues on. We're halfway through. Max leads by 12.7 seconds from this man, Jim Britton. Jim goes through as well. Because he's got these tyres to a point where they like him, despite what appeared to be a lack of grip for Jim there. Coming out of turn, what was it, the second chicane, wasn't it? Better this time. Yeah, it was the first chicane, I think, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. Nice through there, that was beautiful. That was really nice to see. So that car actually handling better than I thought. And Jim's just got that in a sweet spot right now. Down they come. Down he comes under the bridge to the old circuit. Holding my breath as he goes through there. Straight for yet another lap. What's this one going to be? 130.5. So still some pace in that car. That's a 130.689 last time around. Yeah, 130.6 for Max, a 130.5 for Jim, a 130.7 for Gerasimos Castello. Radek Havlicek with 130.2. So that's why Radek's getting closer, because he's pumping in some amazing laps here. So far, the only car in the 129s is Max at 129.986. That's still the fastest lap from earlier in the race. Second one. Straightened up, we're back to where we started. Under the bridge. Scary, brake hard. Down through the gears. Left, right. When can I put the power on now? And he's away. It must be so tempting to trust the downforce through there. Driving from Jim Britton, a nice lesson how to drive these cars quickly. 130.5 last time round, 130.2, so there you go. That was a good lap from Jim Britton, and you saw it all. And that's just pulled him away slightly from Gerasimos Castello. He was 130.5 last time round, and unfortunately Radek 130.9, so 7/10 off his best in the last lap. Second half of this race, if Radek can find some consistency, he can try and get on the back of Gerasimos and Jim Britton here and make it a fight for second. Oh, Jim just puts a wheel on the gravel there. That will have cost him. The thing he didn't want to do is get those tyres dirty. Going down the straight though should clean up nicely. But all on his own, out in front, Max Haas. Those tyres have to do 24 laps. .130.2 for Max, so still plenty of pace in that car. Britain comes over the line now. 130.2 last time round, and 131.1 after he lost all that time through. It was Della Roggio, wasn't it? As he dropped the wheel into the gravel. A bit more circumspect through into Fido there. As he goes around curve of Grande. Person we haven't spoke much about today, Mark Schilling. He and Magyar fighting out the AM Championship. Oh, you see the understeer there. Just pushed it wide. It's places like that where Mark will lose a few tenths on the cars in front of him. Mark's best time so far, 132.8. Although he's been fairly consistent around that sort of time. That watch are interested. Mark has a new album out on Spotify. Christian music artist. Go and check out his back catalogue. If you go onto Spotify, just search for Mark Schilling. I promise you, he sings better than he drives. Just goes wide there out of Parabolica. Quick slow down on that one. He goes outside the track limits of Parabolica. Jumps those curbs there. Oh, just struggles out of turn 2. We're embarrassed marking up. Let's go and have a look. Oh no, just let it gin through. That's wide. This is Marcel Lecken behind him in 7th. So bring into the pits, 3 laps down off the leader, but he's got a nice fresh set of boots on. He's kind of on the same pace as Mark. Mark's fair way in front of him, so Marcel just out to get a bit of track time, a bit of practice here. See, whoa, no, Marcel. Difference there between him and Gerasimos, how Gerasimos really gets on the throttle so much earlier, really feathers the throttle through Parabolica, whereas Marcel was more of a havoc kind of a move. Coming out of Parabolica with that all or nothing kind of acceleration movement. And I guess much later, much harder. And that's what happens. Schilling just moves over there for Gerasimos Cassel. And comes to turn 1 and 2. Gerasimos still decides to take a load of curb though. Gets sideways. Schilling moves over for Pavlicek behind him as well. Nice driving from Mark there. Still leads 13 seconds back to Jim Britton. He's got 3 seconds back to this man, Gerasimos Cassel. Pavlicek just 1.5 seconds behind. And then a fair old gap to Dusan Magyar, 23 seconds back. And he's got a minute on Mark Schilling. So the battle for third is well and truly on. And the battle for second could well and truly be on, depending on what happens during their pit stops. As I'm pretty sure the cars, as Damien said, the cars can't make it into the race on a full tank. And Damien DeGrasse out with a fueling issue. Couldn't get the fuel in his car. I could have carried on and carried on and carried on, but wouldn't have finished the race. So couldn't get any fuel into his car, so parked it up. He's out, along with Simon Finnegan, who had a failure. He's in the garage and gone. So we're down to 7. Someone just pulling away from Pavlicek again. Just got the feeling that, oh, who's that in the barrier there? That looked a bit nasty. Was it Mark? But no, it wasn't Mark. It was Marcel. He saw him struggle out of Parabolica. It may have damaged the car. He struggled out of. What was that, De La Roger? Yeah, because this is sorry, this is Lesmo. So Marcel really struggling in that car today. HP 7-Up sponsored vehicle. Let's see how Reddick manages to go through Parabolica. He was as gentle as Gerasimos. Yeah. Very much so. That's the way to get through there. Very gentle throttle pedal. As it will be for most of the season in these cars. Difference over it does not top out down the straight though. As we've seen, Gerasimos just hit the limiter as he comes into the braking zone. That's a Filio chicane. By the way, there was a steering wheel, but it's not driving, it's on a spin wheel by the way. Just want to take it out to save a little bit of graphics power. Which leads to, I know, which makes life so much easier. But there's your leader, Max Haas. It's gone quicker at some point, 129.8, didn't see that one pop up. So Max got plenty of pace in that car as the fuel load comes down. 130.2 that time round. Jim Britton now also in the 129, a 129.9 last time round. He just dobs in under 90 seconds. Here is Jim. 130 flat last time, so time's just starting to come down now. The guys get used to the tyres, used to as the grip increases. Didn't really think the mediums would last this long into the race, but they are. A bit of a disparity between softs that last 4 laps and mediums that last 30, but there you go. You can see why I didn't choose the hards. Martine just telling me in the chat, and that revelator earlier, might be a difference between the cars. I wasn't sure if you could change the gearing on these cars, Martin. Maybe you could inform us on that one. I didn't think. Well, I thought you could perhaps change the gearing just to make it a little bit longer, especially for Monza, where you would hit that barrier. Not the barrier, but you know, the barrier of engine performance. So Radek Pavlicek, less than a second now behind Gerasimos himself. Gerasimos goes through for 130.3. Radek a 129.6. Wow. Wow. That's quick. That is quick. So Radek finding some pace in his back end of the race. information. 1:29.683 for Radek, some 2/10 quicker than Max. Right down in fourth, so well, I say it, the race is on, 15 minutes to go. Radek fancy some champagne tonight. Problem is, so does Gerasimos Cassel. There they go. 30.3 this time from Havlicek. Max trades fastest laps of 1:29.629 for Max, as opposed to Radek's 1:29.683. So he's just getting the nod from his pit crew. I think Max is playing in the sandbagging. I think that was just a very, very good lap from Max. But that leaves him 14 seconds ahead of Jim Britton. He's got 4 seconds on Gerasimos Cassel, who is the man Radek Havlicek's looking at there. As they come under the bridge and towards Ascari. Just taking a little bit of curb there through the entry. Radek munches some on the exit. Just stirs the car as he's trying to get the gas down. So that's us last time round, 1:29.6. Jim Britton 1:29.8. So these boys are finding some time now. Just need to do it consistently. 1:29.9 that time for Radek. And this is about to get tasty. Yeah, I know, only 9 drivers, but it is a public holiday and the weather is pretty glorious, so I should imagine a few people are a bit beard up, a bit fat on barbecues, and like I said, it's only the real men that have turned out to bare their chest hair tonight in these. And the one with the most hair so far, Max has. But Radek Havlicek got the pace to try and show his medallions off as he closes down on Gerasimos Cassel. Havlicek just ran wide there out of Parabolica. That won't help him on the AstroTurf. The guys lapping with them about 2/10 each other at the moment. Unfortunately, it's all going to come down to that final pit stop. And that's about as close as Radek Havlicek has been to Gerasimos Cassel since he started in P2 at the start of this race. That's right. Havlicek started P2 just a few hundredths, but I think it's a few thousandths behind Haas at the start of the race. No, it's behind, was it? No, yeah, that's right. Haas stole it right at the end of qualifying on Radek Havlicek. grip these cars have got. You're all looking to get on the gas before that curbing ends on the inside of Parabolica, but I want it miles before the end of that. In the slipstream, here we go. At the brake marker boards down to 100. A bit tentative through 2. It's just allowed Bryson to pull away slightly. Spitting flames out the exhaust plate. Shift. Seeing Grasimos so close, that throttle pedal, how quick it can make the car go, must be so tempting to push that just a little bit earlier here or there, just to eke out a tenth or two. Nice exit through there, rode the curves beautifully. You need that because Grasimos just pulled out a little bit here. He was right up behind his rear wing, don't forget, Radek. It's now a second. So with 8.5 minutes to go, Haas leads by 13 seconds from Britain, Cassel, Pavlicek. Magyar about half minute behind these guys. Lecken and Schilling really struggling. 6 and 7 laps down. De Grasse out of the race with a fuel issue, a fuel filler issue, and fuel failure early on in the race. To the last knock-ins of the race. Don't forget, if you haven't liked the video already, please drop a thumbs up on the YouTuber. Tube, not YouTube, YouTube. And if you're not subscribed already, I'm sure you already are, but if you're not, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell. Most of the content, if not all of the content you'll get off our release, will be live streams of the races. So make sure you get a little notification when we're about to go live. That way you can join us for all of the action. You don't want to miss Wednesday. Wednesday is the Porsche Cups. And Sunday, Crew Chief Championship. This time next week. If you're not doing anything next Sunday, in fact if you are doing anything next Sunday, cancel it because that's what you want to watch. Some epic racing, and I'm not just saying that because I'm sat here. It is just a joy to watch, even when you've got to commentate on it as well. So Gerasimos just holding Pavlicek here. With this lap and 4 more, goes on, I am starting to wonder if I have to stop for fuel or not. Pretty sure they do, otherwise it will be a pretty dull race. But the fact they haven't come in and changed tyres makes me think that actually he can go the whole way. And the fuel saving here and there, these cars are as thirsty as anything, but especially around Monza, pretty much full throttle all the way. There's Jim Britton, that's the gap between second, third and then fourth behind him. So we're going to be on the straight at the same time. There's Pavlicek up the front, sorry Pavlicek, Max Haas, sorry, up front, Jesus. Jim Britton here in second. Cassel there third. You can see Pavlicek just crossing the start-finish line there in fourth. That's the consistency of these guys. It's been like that for probably about half an hour now. Trading laps. 29, 6s, 8s, 7s, 8s all over the place. still fastest lap of the race, that Max Haas lap 1:29.629, when him and Radek were trading fastest lap blows. So Max just easing off the pace slightly. So come down towards the last 5 minutes. Water's never tasted so good. Honestly, it must be about 110 degrees in here tonight. But I'm sure if I'm sweating sat on me, Jack Jones doing nothing but commentating, I'm sure these guys must be absolutely dripping. Because I've been on it for 60 minutes non-stop. Concentration levels absolutely extreme. Snatch right there for a second. He had a quick scratch or something. There's Cassell in the background with Pavlicek. Two more laps to go. There's Max Haas. Let's come around to start the penultimate lap. There's Jim in second. There's Radek Pavlicek in fourth. Just in front of him there is Gerasimos Cassell in third. Those four on the lead lap, along with Dusan Magyar, about 40 seconds behind, but still on the lead lap. Fair play. He'll carry on his lead of the AM Championship. Although with just the 2 or 3 drivers in that might be an easy championship to win this time around for Dusan. So 2 months to go, bit of brake locking up there from Jim by the looks of it. Has he survived it? He has, he's away. The gap down to 3 seconds now between him and Gerasimos Cassell. Struggling in that car. Mark Schilling really struggling in his. He's dropped back 11 laps down. Has Mark disconnected? He has. That's a shame. Mark was going well, but unfortunately looks like he's also had the failures. So that's Mark out of the race. That's unfortunate. That's why Dusan's going to run away with the AM Championship by the looks at it, if Mark has a bit. Oh, who is that? Was that Was that Lecken? It was. Whew. Thought it was one of the leaders then, but it wasn't. It was Marcel Lecken stuffing it through Ascari. But Max Haas led from start, led every lap, and he goes on to his final lap now. Been a pretty epic performance by Max this. I don't know if he's put a foot wrong because we haven't really been watching him because he's been so far ahead. And he's got 3 cherries up so far, that is, of pole position, fastest lap, and I haven't got any wood to touch unfortunately, but if it was wood I'd be touching it for Max right now because he's only got 3 more corners to go. 2 of these at very end, well 3 I suppose. 1, 2, 4, 3. And then the last one at Parabolica. So here he comes. Had no anybody with him today at all. Stands alone in performance. Max Haas comes round parabolic for the final time and takes the Monza win. Great driving from Max. He's in a great vein of form at the moment. Max Haas wins. Behind him, Jim Britton's just coming down through Parabolica himself. Nice drive by the Mr. Crew Chief himself. Also in a rich vein of form, doing very well in the Crew Chief Championship. Very well in this championship as well. He comes home for second. Gerasimos Cassel in third. And then behind him, you can just see in the distance, Pavlicek comes home for fourth. So, nice driving there from all of them. Max Haas, your winner today for round 2 at Monza of this FRX90 series. Jim Britton comes home for second place on the podium. Gerasimos Cassel, good drive from Gerasimos today. Might got a little bit lucky with Damien de Grasse having that refuelling issue, but that's not his fault. Cassel comes home in third. Pavlicek in fourth. Really pushing that car, just didn't have the consistency. And then this man here is going to come home in fifth. Dusan Magyar on the lead lap. And that rounds out Marcel Lecken already finished in 7 laps down. So there we go. All 3 cherries up for Max Haas. Pole position, fastest lap and race winner. 110 points for Max. He'll take that through to the next round of the championship. Jim Britton second. Cassel third. Pavlicek fourth. Magyar fifth. Lecken sixth. Schilling unfortunately, along with de Grasse and Fillingham, failing to finish. Despite good performances from, well, apart from Simon, but he had his own issues with lack of any sort of time to get him practicing after he had his issues this week. So there we go. As the event comes to an end, what have we got coming up here on RR Leagues? Well, here we go. On Wednesday, as I was saying, Series 50, the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. Round 2 comes from Barcelona. That's on Wednesday. Practice starts at 7, qualifying at 8. We'll be live from 8 o'clock. 2 races there, as you can see. 10 minutes qualifying, 30 minutes race, and then no reverse grids. We qualify again for race 2, and then race 2 follows shortly after that. Series 51, as we were saying, our duel in the championship, our duel in the crown, the Crew Chief Championship, the BMW versus Mercedes, the DTM 92 cars. So round 2 comes from Brands Hatch, the GP circuit. That's this time next week. We'll be live from 8 o'clock for qualifying. 2 races there, race 1, race 2 will have a reverse grid. That will be hilarious to watch, so please, if you're not doing anything next Sunday, join us for that. And then round 3 of the FRX Cup comes to you from Silverstone in a fortnight's time on the historic Grand Prix circuit, so it gets rid of that horrible chicane out the back. Again, same format as today. Well, not the same format as today. 20-minute qualifying. I think Martijn made a little bit of a error with today's qualifying format, although it seemed to work, so fair play. And then another 1 hour race. So there we go. That's what we've got coming up on RR Leagues. For those of you that aren't aware, we have the Leaderboard Challenge. Let's just see if we can get a graphic up for that. There it is. The RR Leaderboard comes to an end tomorrow, round 2. A monthly challenge, different car, different track, best hot laps over a 12-month period, and we tally them all up at the end for a 5,000 VRP gift. Not gift, prize will be drawn at the end for the drivers that have completed all 12 rounds, with an extra 500 VRP to be won each and every month for the fastest drivers of each event. So that is just an epic challenge. Ends tomorrow in the Porsche Cup car around Moscow Raceway. Perhaps Moscow is not so epic. Left, right, left, right, left, right. God, my Had it gone about an hour, my poor little Thrustmaster base was steaming by the end of it. But there you go. That's what we get up to. Join us for June. If you hop along to rrlegs.com, the June challenge will start in 36 hours time, 24 hours time ish. And let me tell you, you're going to enjoy June's challenge. You really are. You'll get some wind in your hair, but not like you'll think. So I'll leave that one open for you, give us a bit of a clue. So yeah, we'll see you in June for that. You've seen the events this week, so we'll see you on Wednesday for the Porsche Cups. But in the meantime, all that's left for me to do is to thank you as always for coming along, staying with us today. I know it was been a nice weekend and you didn't have to spend your time with us. We're grateful that you did, and I'm glad you enjoyed the racing. So thanks again, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you again on Wednesday. Cheers guys.